with Design Evolution Creations. I am so excited about our Ladies Empowerment Tea that we're having today. It is going to be an awesome afternoon of empowerment for the ladies. We have speakers, we have singers, we have food, and we have awesome tea. So I am excited about this event. It looks like the ladies are coming in, the vendors are coming in. Looks like it's going to be an awesome time. So I hate that you couldn't make it, but next time, be here.
I'm just saying, that word was for somebody. Because you know, we get into repetition, religious repetition. And we say, to God be the glory. I'm like, what does that mean? And you being mean to people. What does that mean that you're being disobedient? What does that mean? And I just heard you talk about another sister. What does that mean? To God be the glory. Is he being glorified by your behavior? By your action? Something about a virtuous woman. Some of you know I've been studying for a long time. I wrote my first book over 22 years ago. It's a book called Daughters of the King. And that's how I ended up on QVC. That's a whole other story. But I wrote my book over 22 years ago, and I felt good about myself for the first time. Because it was a book on image. And you take a little test called the image indicator, and it tells you your image types. And there's 6 different image types. I'm what you call elegant flamboyant. Vivid, bold, dramatic, with flair. The elegant flamboyant, the Lord's jewel ring. As I was doing it, when I finished writing the book, he said, I want you to go and look at Proverbs 31. I said, oh, absolutely not. I said, that woman doesn't eat, sleep, or go to the bathroom. And I was not wanting to feel bad because I finally felt good about myself, but then I started looking at those verses of scripture, and what I realized is not just one woman. Verse 15 says, she rises while it is yet night and prepares food for her household and for her maidservants also. In other words, she was a collaborator. If you try to do all that stuff that she was doing by yourself, you're going to die. It also said the heart of her husband safely trusted her, so he would have no lack of gain. So if you got a man in your life, he ain't trusting you, he going to have a lack of gain. And I cannot tell you how many women have gone, sent them home with that, and they put their hands on their husband's heart and say, well, do you trust me? Because you will have a lack of gain if you don't. Sometimes it's just that simple, course correction. The heart of her husband safely trusted her, so he, not her, he would have no lack of gain. That's why he's behind considered the gates. Yeah. He trusted her to handle her business. And he said he rises up with the children and calls her blessed. If he's in charge, how can he sleep? I'm just saying, if he's in charge of running the household, what's he doing rising up with the children and calling her blessed? She was running that thing. That's her domain. And you know, people don't want to tell you that, but the bottom line is that we don't have a domain, we turn on each other. And it's true. But the house really is our domain. And when the king comes in, you show him his throne. Let him sit there. If you need him, you tell him. Anyway, that's another story. I cannot tell you how many marriages have been saved because of that little bit course correction. Because their men are told to go home and run their homes, and they don't even know if you have a toilet paper. I'm just saying, the husband is the head of the wife. He's the head of the wife. Yes. Y'all are the wives. You run the home. He trusts you to run his house. Okay? He trusts you to run it, so you run it. And guess what? It don't mean he's going to tell you what kind of china to use. He's going to be happy to you cooking him a meal. Anyway, that's another story.
Dr. Gail did such a great job in reading the bio, but here's the reality, y'all. I am just like you. I got my own stuff. Right?
Yeah, I get you.
The reality is I am moving from one struggle to the next. Right? And each of us have a story. And all the more reason for us to come together. All the more reason for us to celebrate each other. All the more reason for us to stand shoulder to shoulder and not break rank. And sometimes people will read one chapter of your life and think they know your whole story.
Oh, yeah.
Amen?
Yes, yes.
And so today, as we talk, and even as you experience all that has been planned for you today, it really is about helping each of us to feel powered and empowered to do the work that we have been called to do.
So I think that I'm here to talk about first financial security, but I feel something else creeping up on the inside of me. And I felt a shift in the room, because you have to know that whenever you bring women together and you talk about empowerment, something happens in the room. Well, see, whenever I start to think about empowerment, I begin to think about where because so oftentimes we have had to overcome so many things just to be able to stand in our own authenticity. And so I want to tell you today that no matter what you go through, you have to learn how to embrace your own authenticity. It has a story, but what I want to know is, how did you overcome? And then how did the Lord bring you out of it? How did you come out? Did you come out better, or did you come out bitter? You have to know that we are, what did you say, a fire what?
Fire sister.
A fire sister rising.
Yeah.
For some of us, it was domestic violence. Some of us, it was neglect. Some of us, it was rejection. Some of us being misunderstood. Some of us surviving divorce. Some of us being barren. Just a lot of things, but you got to know that you're rising. The Lord is really dealing with me about a new vision. And I said, the new vision God gave to me was something like this: P31 WEM. And it was the Proverbs 31 Women's Entrepreneurial Movement. Because I personally believe that there is a business owner on the inside of every woman. If it was not so, then we would not have the example of the Proverbs 31 woman who was able to multitask. That meant that she handled more than one business, took care of her household, took care of her servants, took care of her children, and then she took care of her body. And I says, well, I didn't see this man do nothing in this scripture, but just go to the gate. But then I began to realize that what kind of man was it that opened up that portal on the inside of her, that she was able to step into what God had called her to. So that takes a very powerful man. And the only reason he made you woman is because he said. Now, man didn't even recognize this. He didn't even come to this point of conclusion. But God recognized that it was not good for man to be alone. Right. And so that's why he created you, so that man could not be alone. And then to top that, he said that he would make you a helpmeet. Now, my understanding of helpmeet is this: God never called you to help anybody unless you have something to bring to the table. So anyway, first, financial security. Y'all write that in good. First Financial Security has an indexed universal life product that is really sweeping the nation by storm. And the thing that is so powerful about this is that you can create and then transfer generational wealth to the next generation, so that each generation or your next generation is not having to start over at zero. What do I mean? Because most of us, when we die, some of us sitting in this room right now, if you were to drop dead right now, we'd have to pass the plate.
My daughter, I pulled my children out of school. I did something really unique. I pulled my children out of school after middle school, and I homeschooled them. They say, oh, well, people homeschool all the time, but I ain't do that other stuff. I decided I didn't want my children taking the SAT and PSAT. I decided I didn't want them stressed. Fast forward 4 years, my son got appointed by the governor to the Crime Commission at 19. My daughter wrote her second book and finished it at 18. Her first book, I want her to do a nonfiction book called Dear Christina G. Helping girls find extraordinary answers to ordinary questions. And she's all over the internet stopping girls from committing suicide and teaching abstinence. Awesome. And when I say she's teaching abstinence, girls said to her, you a virgin? She said, yeah, I'm a virgin. They said, well, why you ain't gonna have no sex? I ain't gonna have no sex. I ain't gonna have no sex until I get a ring on my finger. Yeah. And they said, well, how you writing them books? I'm not having sex. I train my children to be entrepreneurs. And I said, because if I messed up, you could do a course correction in your 20s.
Right.
You're still young to do some stuff. And they both just got accepted at the Art Institute, which requires no SAT, no PSAT. All they have to do is write an essay and tell why they want to come. And so you know what? And now, all of a sudden, all the people came against me 4 years ago. Now people are contacting me because guess what? The United States government and all these agencies are giving grants to help middle schoolers and high schoolers become entrepreneurs. And guess who they call?
That's right.
Hello.
I'm working with the little girls, so it's just really quickly. I am the president of Welcome to the Queendom, which is a girls empowerment and mentoring program. I'm so excited to be partnering with Dr. Gail, and she going to be helping to raise some funds, and we are in the process of networking and working together to build our organizations. I look forward to working with her. And thank you so much. I got to get back to the little ones.
Whenever you purchase one of her books, part of the proceeds goes to Welcome to Queendom.
Hi, my name is Shabawana Parker, and I was your host today for the Little Princess at the Ladies Empowerment Tea. I had a great experience with hosting the young ladies and teaching them etiquette on how to be a young lady at a tea party and how to sit at the table and how to be a princess, because they are princess every day.
Get your cup right now, or get your cell phone and act like you're gonna take a selfie. And this is what I want you to do. Everybody got something? I want you to look at yourself. I want you to look at yourself. Come on, keep looking. Look at yourself. I didn't say stop. Keep looking at yourself. Why is it a struggle to look at yourself? Why does it make you uncomfortable to look at yourself? Look at yourself. Look how beautiful you are. Look at all the excellence that's in you. I saw my sister over here break out the lipstick. She was like, let me add a little something. My sister right here, she fixed her hair. She got her hair right. A couple of y'all got your jewelry right. Look at all that excellence that's in you. Regardless of what you may have been told in your life, regardless of what you may have heard, that your mama wasn't anything and your daddy wasn't anything and you not gonna be. And I grew up in, those of you who know anything about Raleigh, I grew up in Southeast Raleigh, and if you look out this window right here and you look real hard, you can almost see my mom and dad's house. And people would say nothing good came out of Southeast Raleigh. Well, I beg to differ with you. I work with this lady, and I kid you not, every day when I walk in, she looked me up and down. 10 years, y'all. I've been working with her for 10 years. Every day. She looking me up and down. And on that one morning when I didn't pray. We thank God for salvation. I said, what are you looking at? What is it? What is it? And she said, oh, what are you talking about? And you know what I came to realize? She didn't even know how she was doing that. And so I told her, I said, you look me up and down. You look people up and down every time you see us. She said, you know, my sister told me that. I said, your blood sister? I mean, like your biological sister? She said, yeah. I'm like, but how long ago? I mean, like, did she tell you that last night? Or did she tell you that 34 years ago? Ladies, when we get information, we have to process it. That's right. Yeah. Every time your sister says something to you, she's not trying to hurt you. That's right. Every time your sister says something to you, she's not trying to talk you down. Sometimes she's really trying to help you. Sometimes she's really trying to say to you, come on, baby. We got this. We can do better. But we have to be able to accept that. But when we're working in a spirit of comparison and competition, I tell people on my Facebook page, if somebody try to slide something in there that's a little sideways, I tell them this is a no-compete zone. And I will introduce you to the Ministry of Delete. Yes. I am not going to tolerate that. But I'm not going to let the other sisters who are connected with me on Facebook and on Twitter, I'm not going to let you have to deal with that either. So when somebody comes into my social media and you got something that is opposite of excellence, because you have to protect what God has given you. That you can't take everybody with you where you're going. Now, might me and the person get back together and do some work again? If God says so, yes. That's why I say untie. I might have to untie myself from my sister, but it doesn't mean that I need to cut her off from me, because there may come a time that God says to me, this is your assignment. And if you have cut yourself away from somebody, if you have cut it then when God comes back to you and says, this is your assignment, it wasn't your assignment for that season, but this is your assignment for now, then you got to mend all that ground. You got to do all this work before this person can receive from you again. Because just because the fact that you had an attitude and you cut somebody off, that doesn't change what God has ordained for you to do. See, we always sitting around waiting for somebody to tell us what our life more abundantly is. That's right. But God said, no, baby, you get to choose what it is. You get to define it, and you get to make some decisions on what it's going to be. And so we can stop right now. I want to release somebody right this minute from waiting on somebody to tell you what your place of excellence is. Because you get to decide. You get to define that. But I want to leave you with this. And I started, on my bio, it says, always excel, never settle. Because excellence is your only option. When you come to understand that excellence is your only option, not one of your options, not one of your choices, but it is your only choice, your only option, you will act differently. You will do differently. You will move differently. You will seek God differently. You will wake up and you will become one of these seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you kind of women.
My name is Malika Beckton, co-founder of Visionary Networking Circle, a sponsor of the event today, Exclusive Ladies Empowerment Tea. I am the owner of London Rose Decor by Weddings of Grace, and today's experience was awesome. I feel really empowered. I'm ready to implement some of the strategies and things that I've heard today into my own life and my business.
Hi, I'm Deborah Quintine. I'm the owner of Deborah's Details and Designs. I worked with Kimberly and Malika on the design and the setup and the event planning for today's event. I had a wonderful time. Every speaker was phenomenal. I want to get the video. There were so many things I learned and heard that I want to take it home and listen and take it in and apply it to my life. I am so encouraged about my business, about being a woman, about helping my fellow sisters, about my walk with Christ. I am just over the moon. I am so blessed and so happy to have participated in today's event. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Clarice Gerald Hall. I am a psalmist here in Raleigh, North Carolina, national recording artist, and I was invited today by my dear friend and the visionary of this great event, Kimberly Winborn. Oh my God, I cannot begin to explain what I'm going away with today. I feel so much more empowered now than I was when I came, and I do believe that that's what this event was meant to do, and it truly succeeded in that realm. I truly enjoyed myself. I feel great. I feel like I can go out and empower another young lady. I'm just excited. I'm excited about what God's going to do for me after experiencing this great event. And I encourage anyone, if you can, come out next year, because I know Kim is going to do this event again. I'm telling anyone everywhere across North Carolina or wherever, get connected, get involved, come out and be empowered.
I make a little connection with everybody at your table. And I want y'all to now cheer for one another.
HandleYourBusinessGirl.com. Let me repeat it. HandleYourBusinessGirl.com. I'm going to be doing a digital magazine after the first of the year, and I need for everybody to subscribe so we can keep in touch, because this right here is beyond awesome to me. And what is my website again? HandleYourBusinessGirl.com. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's reach out and point towards Miss Kimberly Winborn. And I want y'all to give her all you got.